And playing in tribute bands was funny too because I mean we were, we were lucky to have Tom because he was a very good Lennon. When he put the wig on and he did his makeup and he put the powder on, he really looked like Lennon. It was scary, and he had a little bit of the sound. He was a friendly Lennon. I remember he was like friendly. I always thought he was a little bit elvish too. He looked way younger than his years. You know what I'm saying? He looked good. The other, because in the tributes you go and you see a bunch of Sergeant Pepper guys dressed in the Sergeant Pepper clothes, and you'd have an obese Lennon, yeah, a really obese Lennon. Me and Alex blew up and gained a lot of weight too, but we did it in and out of the band. But you'd have an obese Lennon, and you just, if you took, it would just blow your mind. You'd go to see other trips, and you'd be like, oh my god, that Lennon is pushing 300 pounds in a green Sergeant Pepper outfit. And he kind of looks like him. He's got the round glass. We didn't do that era, but we were gonna. And we just used to giggle to ourselves, or there'd be a drunken. That's what I meant. That's what Alex meant by that. Or there'd be a drunken. Well, I guess their first. I guess in that band before Tim came along, they had a Ringo guy, but he was always drunk, and Alex would call him a drunken Ringo. And you'd go to see other trips, and there would be like a drunk or a fucked up or an intellectually challenged Harrison, and you'd go to talk to him, and you'd be like, "Yo, dude, that guy's retarded." I got up close and I could see it in his eyes. And you're like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah," and he plays. I guess he plays like Harrison, but he's definitely intellectually challenged. Oh my god! And it's like that happened once with Robbie Krieger. I read in his book where he was out with the Doors and he dropped some acid, and they were about to play, and they had an Elvis impersonator, but he had Down syndrome, and the acid is just starting to kick in, and Robbie's like, oh my god, and there's a retarded Elvis, and it gave him a bad trip. Exactly, dude. That's what it was like. I'd go to see I'd be like, oh wow, we're going to see a Pepper tribute. Holy shit, this is gonna be cool. All right. And you go and I couldn't get over it. There'd be an obese Lennon just with a big gut. And it was 20 years ago today. And he's just all fat and shit. Or there'd be a handicapped, gimpy McCartney with, and you just be like, I mean, anyway, we were lucky. We were young, skinny, and we none of us looked the part except for Tom. And Tom went on to be in a couple Lennon movies where he played Lennon. Hollywood movies, because he did have a Lennon-esque thing about him. He had the perfect wig. I loved it. I was so. Other tribs were jealous of us. We were all jealous of Tom's wig. We're like, why do we got to wear these? You know, I look like Janet from fucking Three's Company. Alex looks ridiculous. He looks, Alex gained weight and they were calling him BB King, but then he slimmed back down because I put him on Adderall. But Alex could play like a riot. When he was great. I loved being in a band with Alex. I miss him. He's my brother. I just want to wrap my arms around him and cry. Him, Ted, and Tim. I miss them. Yeah, don't speak for. I don't know. Lizzie's married. I'm gonna get a Lizzie clone just like that. Little Elvin pixie bitch. Yeah, but Renee Elizabeth, and Elizabeth. Well, that's Lizzie. That's Betty. That's Elizabeth. That's Liz. It's Liz Vicious. I don't know. I gotta meet her, dude. Stop fascinating on shit that I was secretly fascinating on. You can't covet other people's wives, you piece of shit. And why are you trying to get me to do it for you? All I said was that she's a beautiful, 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 beautiful woman. I don't know what Lizzie does. Rob, Rob Trauma School. That's what she's doing. Lizzie and Rob. Rob's a lucky motherfucker. I'd grab her by the hair, beat her over the head with a club, and take it, take it into my Flintstone hut too. It's exactly what I do. There's others out there. I'll get a Lizzie bitch. Don't worry. Little Bob Cut Lizzie hottie. Look, Dad, look, just like the meal bar. Gonna make her into a Lizzie bot and pound that ass around the house. Fucking love you, little bitch.